Morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. This morning, we're going to go into one or two things. I'm going to read to you what it says basically on the screenshot that you've got there. I'm going to try and read it. I'm going to go and actually, I'll read the Constitution itself. That you will see. I just wanted to just show you that that's going to be the what you will see as as the front, the headline, if you like. Buhari and his government has failed to provide safety and security for citizens as stated in the so-called Constitution so-called Constitution, a promulgation decree number 24 of 1999, Section 14. The Federal Republic of Nigeria shall be a state based on the people's principles of democracy and justice. 2. It is hereby accordingly declared that 2b. The security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. And I'm going to explain what I mean in detail about that. I'm going to reference it to what one of the current news right now, and why we believe that he should be impeached. We know he won't be impeached, but he should be. Now, let's go and look at this information. So, with that said, now let's go and get this for you. Now, I want you to watch this bit. Listen to the coming news now. This is what you need to... We are in danger in the South, and we need to really... We haven't got time. I keep saying it. We have to pray as Christians, as Muslims, as Babalawo people, spiritual people, for strength, wisdom of unity in the South, to be able to defeat the Fulani terrorists. Because as we speak, this government has refused to proscribe the Fulani, the bandits, aka Fulani terrorists. Watch this.
Parliament resumes plenary for the week and delves straight into what is perhaps the most talked about issue since this 9th Assembly: security.
In Imo State, particularly,
Senator Rochas Okorocha draws the attention of the Senate to what he describes as worsening security situation in Imo State. He adds that this level of killings has not been recorded in the history of the state.
There's no day that passes in the state without one ugly story of kidnapping, killing, maiming, burning of innocent homes, shops on daily basis. Mr. Senate President, few weeks ago, it was the killing of traditional rulers. The other day, it was killing of a policeman, and few days ago, it was killing of an army man.
This Senate, and indeed the entire National Assembly, has been very consistent in trying to find some kind of solution.
That's just talk. That is just talk. And that is what we have allowed the non-Fulani, the Fulani who are non-indigenous, the Fulani who are non-indigenous to our parts, to continue to make excuses, one of which principally is to evade, find ways of refusing to proscribe bandits, aka Fulani terrorists. So you can see the example of what I mean here. Listen on to and you will see what I mean. Listen on.
More permanent solution to ending the security situation in the country, and of course we'll continue to do so.
So they admit that there is a serious problem with the security and safety and security of the people in this country.
And I agree that we need to diversify our means of getting the solution to the numerous myriads of security challenges.
As the president of Senate, it should be compelling the government to actually proscribe the Fulani terrorists. If that's what, they are the ones doing the killings. Why aren't you? So all of this is just talk. It's all talk.
Across the country.
I so second.
In the House of Representatives, an urgent motion on the need to look into cases of unresolved kidnap is considered, using the Southeast as reference.
The House notes that there have been a lot of cases of missing persons in the Southeast and in Anambra State in particular. The House further notes that among other crimes recorded during the said period was the kidnap of one Mr. Obiora Abasimelo, the candidate of Labour Party for the just concluded Anambra governorship election. He was kidnapped on the 18th of September 2021 in Anambra State.
The House resolves to urge the security agencies to...
The man that you see in this picture, Ahmed Wase, don't be fooled. This is the man that prevented Macbilla from tabling a motion on behalf of the thief people about their displacement from their own land by Fulani terrorists. He prevented it from happening. And this is something that we need to be aware of. So when they're sitting down there talking here, you might think, oh, they're supporting. No, their plan is to take the land. We need to understand that. Let me emphasize that point to you again. Now, let me just go. I'm going to bring that point to you quickly. I want to just show you. This man here, it's important to understand what is going on. They are playing a game, and we must make sure we do not allow this, you know. Let's go and do this now. Let's do this. Okay. Now, here's what we do. Just want to go and do this. Sorry. Yeah. I'm going to bring... You'll see come up in a minute. No. Sorry, 1 minute. Okay. Okay, go back again. 1 second, please. I just need to just find this for you. So let me go and do it. 1 second, please. Oh, this is taking me some time. I'll just find it. Here we go. Listen to this now. I want you to listen to this now. Same guy. Watch this now. One minute, it's gonna come. Just the same guy, then we'll come back to carry on with everything. Now, listen to this now. I'm gonna bring it across. I want you to hear it yourself because I don't want to just say it. I don't like to just come and say something. I back it up with action and evidence. Listen to this now. The same man here, I want you to remember now, recall, Ahmed Wase, you're going to see him come up in a minute. So don't fall for it. You need to understand what is being done. Listen here.
Representing Gwe East, Gwe West Federal Constituency of Benue State. Mr. Speaker, I have a petition from the Mutual Union of the TIV in America against the federal government of Nigeria. And the issue has to do with the ancestral land of the TIV people that seem to have been possessed in recent times through various attacks.
Now keep in mind, ancestral land in TIV land. Now where does Ahmed Wase's Fulani ancestors come from? Let me show you. This is why we have to really be aware of what is going on. Very, very clear. This is why we as Southerners must go for, completely separating from the North. The Fulanis come from Futajalon, Futatoro, in Guinea area, thereabouts. That's where they come from. I'll show you on the map. But they are oppressing and suppressing us in our own land. And we say, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Now, here we go. So, let's get this out for you. Futajalon. Okay, so you will see the map come up in a minute. Okay, so now, no. So now, here you go. There you have the map. So that's the map there. I'm just trying to show you. So Ahmed Wase comes from, not Makbila. I'll show you the one I mean. Let me show you the one I mean. I'll bring this one down, not down, but I'm going to just, this guy comes from there. Ahmed Wase, they come from Futa Jalon. And they are displacing thieves from their ancestral land. Ancestral land. This is the real issue. The Fulanis are intent on taking ancestral land away from Southerners. We must not accept it. Now, let's go back again to the main issue now. So let's listen to what, in that context now, listen to Makbila. Listen.
And the fact that they are languishing in IDP camps till date without any intervention. With your kind permission, Mr. Speaker, I want to lay this petition before this honorable House.
Did you say thieves in America?
The petition is from the Mutual Union of Thief People in America. Yes, there's a very
If they're in America, could they really be an interested party here? Do they really know what is exactly going on?
Okay, yes, they do, because they have their family members and there are people here with them.
Remember, these guys come from, I keep telling you, they come from Futajalon, Ahmed Wase. I'll put it here and let us hear him talk, and let's see if I can, I'll put it here and let us see if I can, if that will, sorry, I'm going to put it, there we go, okay. Let's now play.
And they are, as a pressure group, bringing this petition because they believe that they are also stakeholders.
Mr. Makbila, I don't want to make a blanket statement regarding those who are in diaspora. If this petition is coming from those who are within the country.
Can you hear? This is the man. This man is there. This is the same government that is welcoming Fulanis from all over Africa, and they are not allowing thief people who are living in America now to table a motion on the floor of the House. That is the big problem we face. The Fulanis from Futa Jalon must be sent back. Our ancestral land as Southerners we must ensure we keep it. This is very central to all of the discussions. Now let's carry on.
I believe it has a very good standing.
No,
but these people living in America and then coming to lodge now.
Now, I'm going to show you one more video, and this is the foundation of the insecurity. The Fulanis want to take our land. They are bringing in Fulanis from all over Africa, all over the southeast. Fulanis from Niger, from Chad, from Mauritania. They are coming in and killing us on a daily basis. Our people, our women are raped, our men are killed in the farms. And this Fulani government does nothing. And yet they will not allow the T people to table a motion on behalf of the people who have been who are living in these displacement camps. So that's why I'm saying to you that the government is they're talking nonsense. They are making excuses. Now, I just want to make sure I bring you that video. 1 second, please. Let's listen to this one for a bit. 1 second.
No. There are Nigerians who are not all resident there.
Now, I'm going to get you one more video.
Some of them are just studying. Some of them just went there to do courses.
No, if you say they are union. If they are Nigerians, but I don't know if you have a dual citizenship. If they have dual citizenship.
No, they do not have dual citizenship. They are all Nigerian citizens. That's why I said it's a union of an association.
Can you hear? This guy is trying to this Ahmed Wase is trying to say if they are dual citizens. I mean, let me bring you what Bala Mohammed said. It's better we do that. It's better we do. In fact, I will bring that to you now to show you the utter hypocrisy of the Fulanis. The utter hypocrisy. Now let me go and bring you what Bala Mohammed said. He said Fulanis are Nigerians. I think you follow me. And I'm going to show you. I want you to, we need to piece this together properly so you understand. Governor Bala Mohammed, yeah? Yeah, good. Now let's play it now. You will see it now. I'm going to play it to you. You'll see it come up.
But the abduction, that is the frequency of it, has increased. And because
this Black Friday, you could be saving tens or even hundreds of pounds on top of Black Friday sales with
because of the oil and gas activity around Al Galeri, it has really increased our security challenges. Definitely, we need to do so much. By the time we establish our security trust fund and leveraging on the corporate social responsibility of companies doing business with us and other public spirited individuals, we will be able to provide the vehicular requirements, the equipment, monitoring and evaluation, even inspection. So that Bauchi, I want it to be a model where if you come, I am so. There was a loan of teachers. If you don't,
you can dramatically lower the chances of a burglary by protecting your home.
Sorry about this. I don't know what this is doing there. So, no.
No. Let's just transit, maybe a little smoothly. How will this plan help the Bauchi meat factory?
Wait a minute.
It is important for them to understand that staying in one place is good. Pastoralism is criminalized. In most cases, the crises are precipitated. A lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon. But
his nationality is a Fulani man. A Fulani man's nationality is a Fulani man. So a Fulani man can live anywhere. But a thief man whose ancestors owned the land cannot live anywhere. Can you see the hypocrisy? Can you see the hypocrisy? Let's listen on.
They are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan.
Can you see that? But a thief man who is in America studying is not allowed to table emotion. Yeah? Now listen on.
As somebody coming from the Niger Delta, because he speaks the Niger Delta language, which you and I don't. And of course, we would have to just take this as part of our own heritage, something that is African, and that we cannot just close the border and say the Fulani man is just a Nigerian or this. No. In most cases, the crises are precipitated. But
can you see the hypocrisy? Now let's go back. Now you can see that you heard that. Let me just play it again so you understand. The question is this. Listen to this now.
We have Fulanese from other countries as well.
Let me listen to this one.
Government largely fund their program will be
listen.
Time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other, and that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more, because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Your Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating?
See, for them they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria, but they can tell us that we thief people, ancestral people, the thieves who own that special land are displaced in their own land. Southerners, we need to defend ourselves. We pray for strength, wisdom, and unity among Southerners to defeat the Fulani terrorists, because that's what they are.
Participating in this federal government largely fund their program will be Nigerians.
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of the
operations.
You said to bring in the Fulanis together. We have Fulanese from other countries
the issue
as well.
of misconception. I said there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person. He moves from the Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a...
From Gambia, from Senegal, and his nationality is just a Fulani man. Listen.
Fulani man. And as a person, I may have my relations in the Cameroon, but they are also Fulani men. I have relations because from the maternal side, I'm a Fulani man. And that is why we want to educate people. A Fulani man sees himself as a Bayelsan.
Can you see that? Can you see the hypocrisy? Now, let's go and listen to what Ahmed Wase said. Let's go and listen.
Just like we have association of lawyers in other states who are from another.
Register with the Corporate Affairs of Nigeria.
Sorry?
Register with the Corporate Affairs of Nigeria.
Which one? The association I'm talking about?
Yes, all associations are registered with Corporate Affairs of Nigeria.
We can also begin to look at the fact that our Constitution, Section 40, does not stop any of us from freedom of association. Section 40 of the
I'm not saying that. I'm not stopping that, but I'm saying if they are Nigerians and living in Nigeria are bringing issues, I agree. But somebody in America who is far away in this country.
Mr. Speaker, this is not the first time we have presented petitions, even from those who are not resident.
That is why the Speaker has to allow the petition to be laid until he's convinced. I'm not convinced that somebody from America should come here and be laying.
Can you see this nonsense? Listen to this nonsense.
Nigeria, I'm not convinced.
Okay, Mr. Speaker, would you allow for the relevant committee to also look at it?
First, when you read the clause says with the permission of the Speaker, it means that the Speaker is convinced of the issues raised and the local standing of.
Can you see? And then listen to this. Listen to Governor Bala Mohammed to see the hypocrisy of this. And this is why we need to separate from contraption Nigeria categorically.
Man. And as a person,
let me go back to the question.
And of course, I was
by 20% and then provide the land.
Yeah.
How is that going to be private sector led?
The government have not released any cover around in one fold people, while at the same time bringing the Fulanis in one fold and try to arrest their traditional practice of moving from one place to the other. And that is very big, an uphill task. But I think we can communicate with them more, because to them they don't have borders from Cameroon to Nigeria.
But that's the thing, Your Excellency. How do we ensure that those who will be participating in this federal government largely funded program will be Nigerians?
In terms of the funding?
No, in terms of
the operations.
Operations. You said to bring in the Fulanis together. We have Fulanis from other countries.
The issue of misconception, I said there is a lot of mistrust and misconception with regards to the Fulani man. The Fulani man is a global or an African person.
Did you hear him say he's a global or an African person? So Ahmed Wase can say it is okay for a Fulani man to be a global and African person, but it is not okay for a thief person to be global, i.e. they are living in America. Even though they are living there, they are thief people. Can you see? So let's listen to what Ahmed Wase is saying here.
Person talking. Okay, Mr. Speaker, you know we have a diaspora department, even as a country, that handles issues with Nigerians in the diaspora. And we do not tell them that they are not resident in Nigeria. Abike Dabri, a very right honorable member of this House, superintends over that, and we handle the issues of Nigerians as long as they are Nigerian citizens, even in diaspora. So these are still Nigerian citizens with Nigerian passports who are sending a petition.
Maybe I will refer you to the functions of the Committee on Diaspora. If you go through that one, it has nothing relevant to what you are now presenting.
No, I'm not even talking about the committee. I'm saying
no, you are referring me to so that I will understand. Yes, we agree that even in the House here we have Diaspora Committee.
Your concern seems
that
to
is
be
for. Excuse me.
So Nigerians in diaspora have no right to complain on insecurity, and the man is still in his position. I want you to consider what I just showed you right now. I want you to really listen to the instruction. Nigerians in diaspora have no right to complain on insecurity, Ahmed Wase, and that is your deputy speaker. I put it to you that we must separate from contact with Nigeria. These guys come from Futajalon. There they must return. There they must return. Look at those words. Look at those words. Nigerians in diaspora have no right to complain. Let me make it smaller so you
For
can
them,
see.
if they have issues, for us to solve it for them.
Look at that. So you can see, Nigerians in diaspora have no right to complain. That's the words. Those are the words of Ahmed Wasi. Nigerians in diaspora have no right to complain on insecurity. And you tell us we are one. Where are we? Why are we asleep, Southerners? There is nothing to discuss with these people. There is nothing to discuss with them. It is time for they come from Futajalon. They must go back there. They can. It's okay for them in their eyes. A Fulani man can come from any part of Africa and come and base in the south. But if a Southerner says you have been displaced, they don't want to table it. Can you see the double standards? Now, I just wanted to just show that there. Now let's go back to the original discussion as well, because I needed to bring that to you. Now, let's go back now and listen. So this is the man here, and listen to the discussion.
Quickly get to the root of the unresolved cases across the country and mandate its relevant committees to work with the security agencies and report back in 6 weeks. Terry Ikumi, Channels Television News.
So you see now I'm going to read to you that section of the Nigerian Constitution. This is why, for me, I believe that that Buhari must be impeached with him immediately. However, we know that that is not a reality because we haven't got the numbers in the Senate. They will not impeach him. This is why we have to go for self-determination. And they are not prepared to review the fraudulent constitution because they are immune from prosecution as well. Now, what the course of action we must go for is self-determination, because we are in a contraption which is not of our own making. We did not create this contraption. It was an imposition. Now, let me show you something and read to you based on what they just said now. I want to read something to you. Where is it now? 1 second, please. I'm just going to get this paperwork out. That's it. Now, I want you to read. I'm going to read to you in its entirety again what I read earlier on, moments before. Let me see if you can see it. You can see that? Good. Yes, you can see what I'm saying you. So, Section 14. The killings, you heard the former governor say it, that there are daily killings going on in Anambra, and it's not only there, right across the whole of the southeast. The government is refusing to proscribe the Fulani terrorists. And here is what the promulgation decree, because it is a promulgation decree, and just for good measure, I will put it in there. Because I want as many of us to know this. If we don't, we cannot, that's the only way we can go against this stuff. I want you to be aware of what has been done. If we do not make this aware, make this knowledge available to all, people will still believe we have a constitution. We don't. It's a promulgation decree. It says so. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. It's a promulgation decree. And they also lied to you because they said, wherever it may hereafter be necessary for the constitution to be printed, it shall be lawful for the federal government printer to omit all parts of this decree. Apart from the schedule and the constitution as so printed shall have the force of law, notwithstanding the omission. Which means that they removed promulgation decree number 24 of 1999. So what you now ended up with, once you removed it, is you now have Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999. So you think you have a constitution, but what you actually have is a promulgation decree, and they've hidden it from you. So these are things that we are trying to bring to your attention, so you know. Now, next. Now, I want to read to you, in that context, now we're going to read to you why we believe that it should be impeached. It won't happen, but because it's not going to happen, they're not giving us a referendum, we must go for self-determination. Listen to this. Section 14(2)(b), and I'll read it. The Federal Republic of Nigeria shall be a state based on the principles of democracy and social justice. It is hereby declared that the security and welfare, that's 2B, and I'm reading, the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. Primary purpose of government. And here you have, let me play back again, in case those of you who are joining, let me play back again to the beginning of this discussion to show you what I mean. Let's go back again and listen to former governor Okorocha. Listen now. Listen now.
Senator Rochas Okorocha draws the attention of the Senate to what he describes as worsening security situation in Imo State. He adds that this level of killings has not been recorded in the history of the state.
There's no day that passes in the state without one ugly story of kidnapping, killing, maiming, burning of innocent homes, shops on daily basis. Mr. Senate President, few weeks ago, it was the killing of traditional rulers. The other day, it was killing of a policeman, and few days ago, it was killing of an army man.
So again, I put it to you, before I wrap this up, I put it to you that we are under a failed governance that has failed to provide safety and security, as stated by Governor Okorocha and others. We don't have safety, nor security, nor welfare. And it says on 14.2b, the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. Buhari government has failed in that regard completely. There are killings going on all over, and the government refuses to proscribe the Fulani terrorists. In fact, they are opening the borders to let more of them in to kill us across the south. So, Southerners, we have to defend ourselves. In every community, I urge you, get yourselves in, organize yourself into vigilante groups. Protect yourself. Governors of the south, follow Governor Autumn. Governor Autumn has amended the law to allow vigilante groups, trained vigilante groups, to carry legal guns to defend their communities. Southern governors should emulate what Governor Autumn has done. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to stop it here. I don't want to say much more, but I am telling you, and I'm letting you know that this man here is not fit to be our president. He has failed to provide safety and security for the citizens, and as such, he should be impeached. But we know that won't happen, and this is yet more reason why we need to go for a referendum. And they are not going to provide that, and we are calling on the UN to come and put a referendum in place, because the government has failed in its primary responsibility of providing safety and security for the citizens. Now, I'm going to stop it there. Please leave your comments. Do you agree? How do you see this? Please, let's share, and share. I welcome discussions. I welcome your comments. You're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Before I do go, I will always do one thing. I urge you to please go and subscribe right now. Go to Citizen AY and subscribe to Citizen AY on YouTube. Please share this podcast. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the notification button, and of course subscribe. Hit the notification button, and give us a thumbs up. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Thank you and goodbye.